Hey everyone, Draker here, and I'll be casting a 1 versus 1 match today on the map Metalopolis. Now here, Fruitseller as the blue Zerg on the left spawn, middle left, and in the top right we got Inca as the yellow Protoss. So this should be a fairly entertaining matchup as we got two well-known, great players in this game. And I'm going to speed it up a little bit until we get some opening bits, as the starting can be incredibly boring. Doo doo. Alright, here we go. We got a, gateway on the way at 12 supply for Inca. Looks like he's going to probably place a cybernetics core as soon as that gateway is done to create the wall, leave a little path, which is fairly normal now for Protoss players to start walling off with this cybernetics core as well as with the gateway. Now, we do have a spawning pool on the way for Fruitseller at about those 14 supply, which is real normal. We'll probably see a gas fairly shortly if he's going to go for the early metabolic boost upgrade for the Zerglings. As we do have a scout on the way now from Inca, so he will be able to see what's going on in the opponent's base. As we still don't have a gas yet from Fruitseller, so he might not be he might be just trying to mass Zerglings right at the start. As I mean, normally by now most Zergs already have a gas on the way to be able to go to roaches or even go for a quick mutas. So I'm going to be. I really want to see what Fruitseller is going to be going for, as he does have a queen on the way. Oh, this is why he didn't go for the gas right away. He went for an extremely early expansion, about 16 supply. So he's definitely looking to get an economic advantage, as he's just now getting his extractor. Now Inca did spot that early expansion was on the way for Fruitseller, so he decided to get his as well. His forge is almost done, so instead of going for a cybernetics core after the gateway, he went for a forge. And Inca also doesn't have his gas, so they're both playing kind of a same build. I mean, you can't really say same build because of obviously they're two different races, but you get the drift. Same type. Anyways, now this forge is going to be done, so I won't be surprised if we see any proxy here by Inca. As probably not, as that probe is going to die as the queen does pick him off with the Zerglings behind. Now the hatchery is done, as we do have two Zerglings on the way here for Inca, and he has nothing on the field to defend against it. Oh, he does have a Zealot actually on the field, so he will be able to push back these Zealot harass from Fruitseller. Now the Nexus is finished for Inca, as well as a couple photon cans are on the way to help defend that natural. As he does transfer a lot of his probes, as he did Chrono Boost a ton out. Now, he does have two Zealots on the field, which is real nice, as there are more Zerglings massing up over here by Fruitseller. So Fruitseller is going to try keeping up early harass here with the Zerglings as he starts now getting his gas. Most likely probably going to go for some roaches as soon as he gets the gas, as he does have dual extractor on the way. Now, we do have the photon cans are done. Now, we do have a layer on the way for Fruitseller. So he actually might be going straight for mutas, which is actually pretty powerful against Protoss. Especially if he doesn't get any photon cans over here by his... oh, never mind. He does have a pylon on the way over here by his mineral line. So we probably will be seeing some photon cannons fairly shortly. Now, we do have these Zealots are pushing out, going to try killing these Zerglings, and I think Fruitseller is going to be able to micro around enough, which he does micro enough, does get away from the Zealots, as he is now going to push into Fruitseller's base. Now I do have an Overlord from Fruitseller chilling over here above Inca main opening choke point here, so he sees exactly what's coming on. As we do have Inca is now chrono boosting out some more probes. Now we do have these three Zealots are on the way to the natural, but Fruitseller should be able to get the surround from the Zerglings, and the Zerglings are going to be able to finish off all these Zealots as Inca does try microing around. Wow, that's some great micro there by Inca with those Zealots. As he is able to kill a bunch of those Zerglings, but the Queen helps pick them off. Now we do have Inca getting two more gateways on the way, so we probably will be seeing some massive gateway units for the start. Won't be surprised if he goes mass stalkers, which is pretty powerful against Zerg if you can micro them right. Now we do have, wow, look at these. We have six freaking gateways on the way. That's going to be 7 gateways, so he's definitely looking to go mass ground units. Now Fruitseller is going to be able to see this with these Zerglings, so he should be able to build a pretty good defense as Metabolic Boost does finish for Fruitseller. Now, we do have a Spire on the way for Fruitseller, so we are going to see those mass mutas. It's probably going to be a mass muta Ling build, which is fairly popular with a lot of Zerg players. Now, these gateways are going to be finishing soon. We do have Warp Gate that did finish, so all these are going to be in Warp Gates. It looks like they must be lagging because the chat seems coming in. Actually, I don't know. It seems to come in very delayed, but it's not lagging on my screen, so although it might not. It might be the whole Battle.net patch bullshit, because replays have been lagging a lot. Now, we do have Inca did warp in a bunch of sentries to take care of these Zerglings. The Zergling Fruitseller does realize he does not have enough to... Actually, he is going to push back. He does actually think he might be able to do some damage. No, he realized he doesn't have enough Zerglings to do anything to those mass sentries. Now, we do have Inca is working on his third base, as well as Fruitseller going for a far-off expansion. It looks like a lot of Zergs do this on this map. They get their main, they have their main, then they get their natural, and then when they go for the third base, they always push it on the corner. Far away, and then they work in to cap this middle base here. I guess it helps them take over the other half of the map quicker, as they can spread creep from both ends, and it connects real quick, as he's probably just going to massive creep here on this road to that base. Now, we do have mutas are running around, scouting around, as we do have a lot of stalkers and sentries on the ground, so those mutas are not going to be able to do anything, as they do have a couple of them are pretty low on health. Now, we do have these Zerglings in Inca's base at his fourth base, which doesn't have any probes at the moment, but does have a few photon cannons to defend against this harass here that Fruitseller is looking to do, as Inca is pushing in with one lonely brave sentry, as it just does not do anything, as these photon cannons are going to die from these mutas, as there is a ton of mutas here. Now, we do have some more stalkers are warping in, as well as his other stalkers on the way, so we should be able to fend off this harass here from the mutas, but he should have waited. Fruitseller should have waited to push in there when the probes showed up. As Inca pulled back the probes, didn't bring him into the base, and the only thing the mutas did was kill a couple photon cannons. So I guess it's kind of 150 minerals wasted there for Inca, but still, we have the mutas and Zerglings pushing in right now. Great force field placement there by Inca, blocking the Zerglings from getting the surround. That was a great force field there. Now we do have Fruitseller is going to go right to the main, as he thinks knows Inca has no defense at his main, and he decides to pull back as more Zerglings show up. Now, he is pushing out with his mutas, going to probably try picking off these photon cans, which is great, as there is only one. Not photon can, sorry, pylon, as there's only one pylon here to defend, and Inca did realize that he could be in trouble. Now he is forced to place a couple more pylons to keep these buildings powered. Now, Fruitseller has a great force here of Zerglings and mutas, as we do have tier 2 ground weapons are on the way for Inca. Now, the mutas are going to push out right now to try to do some damage here, as the stalkers blink up to the ground. And wow, those mutas are, I don't think it's going to be enough against this group. Actually, he is going to be able to pick off all these stalkers, as Inca does get the sentries up to the base. So yeah, it looks like Inca is just going to mass sentries and stalkers, as Fruitseller is just going for a massive muta Ling build, which is actually pretty powerful, especially against Protoss. You can get the surround with the Zerglings and have the muta finish it off with the AoE. You're good to go. Now, we do have Fruitseller here doing a risky expansion real close to Inca's third base, so I'm kind of surprised he still hasn't taken this base over here in the middle between his other ones, but he's Fruitseller, and he can do whatever the hell he wants to do. There's one lonely muta and a queen card in that base. Now, we do have these mutas are pushing out to do more of a harass. He should be able to pick off that photon can, as a massive stalker blink there from Inca. It blinks onto the high ground, and wow, look at that placement here from Inca, blocking those Zerglings off next to the wall. That is a great use of those force fields there, as he is able to pick off most of those Zerglings and is forced Fruitseller to pull away. Now, we do have 20 more Zerglings and 7 mutas on the way. Now, we do have a Dark Shrine on the way for Inca, so we are going to see some Dark Templars warp in here, which is going to be real strong against these Zerglings. Especially as there is no Overseer on the field, so he's not going to be able to detect those right away. I mean, as soon as he starts losing units, he's going to realize what's going on. But now we do have a bunch of banelings are forming in right now from Fruitseller, so he's looking to do a baneling bust probably into this base, which is only defend. Oh, we have a little harass here from Inca, but wow, look at this separate here. Fruitseller saw that harass, separated all his units, went to push into Inca's main there, but the Dark Templars are warped in and forced all those Zerglings back. So we should be seeing an Overseer fairly shortly from Fruitseller. Fruitseller is coming in here with these Banelings. He's going right to the mineral line as the Banelings are doing tons of damage. Only managed to kill a few probes, but he destroyed 3 photon cannons there, which that's a lot of minerals wasted and cannons just gone as he really wanted to go for the mineral. Whoa. That was weird. Apparently Fruitseller that was his last attempt to do anything. Apparently, yeah, he created those banelings and went to a baneling burst into this base. Realized that his banelings failed, and that was that. We have what? There's one Dark Templar there. It looks like we had Inca splitting up his Dark Templars. I don't know why he left. I mean, he was still well in the game. I guess he didn't have anything to defend against these Dark Templars, and he just didn't bother. As there was massive photon cannons to defend against these mutas, but I don't know why he left. I guess he just saw all these stalkers and gave up. So there you have it. Inca wins this match against Fruitseller, and I'll see you all next time.